Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings and pick a cards. Today we're doing a pick a card reading to see what your person's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you are. We're also going to get messages and advice for you. So it's pretty straightforward. I have 3 cards for you to choose from. I'll call them piles. We have pile 1 right here. These are message cards, by the way. So like it's going to be like your person's overall message to you. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Pile 1 orange, pile 2 green, pile 3 yellow. So take a sec to pause the video if you need to in order to like meditate on the cards or whatever you do, and I will see you there. Okay guys, so if you chose pile 1, the yellow card, this is going to be your reading. Hold on, I just want to write the timestamp down. Okay. So what is your person's message to you? You have such strength. Okay. So we'll get into that later. I'm just going to put it here for now. I'm going to pull a couple of little things from this bag just to get a general sense. Sorry, I just want to see if they're upside down. Of where your person's at right now, just themselves. So they're clearly like characterizing you as a strong person, so maybe like they don't feel strong, but we'll see. All right, where is pile 1's person at right now? We have Debbie Downer. Okay, so maybe they're like feeling down, like they're kind of in a sadder energy or something right now. Let's see. We have light bulb ding. So maybe like what I'm getting from that is that they've maybe been in some sort of like depression, or just like they've been down. Like doesn't have to be like a depression, like a clinical depression, just like a, you know, having a rough week or something. And it's like they finally got like a little bing to kind of like pull them out of it or something like that. Let's see. I'm just going to get 4. We have Sagittarius energy. Yeah, and that's definitely a more optimistic mindset here. I feel like I'm going to run out of room because like I need this space. Sorry if you can't like see these. Maybe I should put them like down here. Debbie Downer, light bulb. Let me just look on the camera and see. I'll just do it like that. Again, I don't know how much space I'm going to need, so let's see. I'll get one more for your person. We have love every single thing about yourself. All right. I know you can't really see that, but I don't know if I could try to like do that. I'll just like move it later if I have to. Okay, that's cool. So we'll leave it like that. So Sagittarius, love every single thing about yourself. So maybe they've been like down on themselves with Debbie Downer and love every single thing about yourself. Maybe they have just kind of been feeling bad about themselves, or it's almost like maybe they've been like insecure, maybe like whatever, because this is a reading about like how they're overall feeling about you. So maybe they see you as somebody like strong and powerful, maybe almost like you have like all the power and the connection or something like that, and they're just kind of like waiting on your say so, something like that. And it's like they maybe have been feeling bad about themselves, especially if like, you know, things haven't really been progressing in this connection. So they had this maybe light bulb moment where they're like, you know what, like, because Sagittarius is a very free energy, so maybe it's almost like they're starting to see the other side of like, especially if like they're single, maybe they've been wanting a relationship but it hasn't been like working out yet, and they're like, you know what, I'm free now. I have to enjoy this freedom like right now, like my life as it is, especially if like, what if I do get into a relationship and get married? It's like this, I'll never have this like time alone, this freedom again. Maybe they're just really learning how to like luxury and like enjoy their life right now. So, okay, let's get a couple cards each for thoughts, feelings, and intentions. It's going to be tricky. I'm going to try to like fit all these cards, but just bear with me here. So, pile 1, stop, Leo. That's me and the TV. I don't know how many times like, he sees my reflection and thinks it's like a window to outside. Someone's like looking in the window. Hi, it's Mama. Hi, yeah, it's me. Okay, sorry. I don't know why that just made me think that maybe there's some sort of like illusions or misunderstandings in your connection. Maybe your person's like taking something like as like my dog, just like as an intruder, like as something like scary, but really it's like nothing. It's just, hey, like what are you talking about? Like some sort of misunderstanding. Yeah, I see the moon here. Like there's been some sort of like confusion in your connection or something. All right, so let's see. What are pile one's person's thoughts about them? We have house 6, establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. Okay. I'm just going to like move them and then I'll fix them later. And one more. What are pile one's person's thoughts about this connection? And Leo, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Okay. And feelings. What are pile one's person's feelings towards them in this connection? We have the Sun, self-express and embody truth. And their feelings. We have the South Node, destined to release. Okay. And then for their intentions, pipe, please. Hi, what happened, Mama? For pile one, no, for pile one, what are their person's intentions towards them right now? We have fixed energy, stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. And house 1, individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Okay. Pipe, honey. No. It's okay, baby. Shh. Let me just look and see how this looks on the camera. I know you can't really see that one. The leaf is covering it, but I want to move this up a little bit. But I'll pull it out and hold it up if it's like relevant. I'm going to move this back a little bit so this fits. Okay. All right, guys. So, and then we have Aries on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's like that independence. And I think we had individuality here. Self-image. Okay, self-image, but bravery and passion. So I feel like right now, oh, also I shuffled a song for you and it was Into You by Fabulous. So I feel like your person, like while they are very into you and attracted to you, like clearly like that song is like, well, I'm trying to think of the lyrics. Like maybe you guys are friends. Like I want to be more than a friend to you now. So maybe they're like, yeah, like I would love it. You know what I mean? That would kind of explain this sort of like connection that you have, but they're still single, if that's like a thing. So maybe, yeah, I feel like your person is really in their own energy. There's a lot of like sunny kind of an energy, but also there is this like South Node destined to release energy here as well. So let's just start with their thoughts. So we have house 6 and Leo energy. I feel like your person is trying to like, again, with this light bulb moment and Debbie Downer, maybe they've kind of were in like a rut. They were having a bad couple of days, a bad week. I'm not really getting like anything too crazy, but maybe they let some things slide in their life, establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. Like the practical details, maybe they kind of got swept up, like I was saying, in like a little mini depression and just sort of like let things slide. But it seems like they're moving into a more positive energy. They're like with the South Node in their feelings, they're maybe like letting go of like ghosts from the past I'm getting, whether in this connection or like their other past connections. I feel like some past issues maybe were coming up from them. Maybe they were triggered by something that happened with you, where they felt, like I was saying, they felt bad. It triggered something from their past, whether it was with you or some other past relationship that I feel like really kind of like threw them for a loop or something. But then they were maybe able to kind of like find their footing and their stability again by kind of hunkering down and like building their life from the ground up somehow, like just kind of getting back in a good vibe, maybe taking care of their health, eating healthy, working out, just tending to these little details of life. So I feel like, what are they thinking about you right now? They're thinking that they kind of got knocked off course by you a little bit, or by their feelings, so you're not by you, but that they're trying to build up their confidence, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. With Leo, that's a very fun, romantic sort of an energy. So I feel like they've recently taken, like, I almost feel like they were in the rut. They started like just trying to build up and work on themselves a little bit, like work on, like maybe just tie up a few loose ends in their life, get some tasks like off their to-do list, you know, it's just like little things like that. And that in turn made them to start, like made them start feeling better about themselves anyway, and getting in a more creative energy. We have loyalty here twice. So I feel like your person is definitely very loyal to you. So there's that sense of loyalty. I think they're thinking that maybe like you're the person that sets their heart on fire, like, you know, even though I'm looking at this sun card here, there's a heart with roses on it, and we all know roses have thorns. So it's like there is, it's not to say that there's no pain in this connection, but it's almost like the pain, I think, in this connection helps them like trigger things from the past and helps them release things from the past, self-express and embody truth. It's like they know that this serves to like lighten their load a little bit somehow. And with the embodied truth, it's like I don't think that they want to like use this connection as like a band-aid to like gloss over like their issues from the past. If anything, they want to like shine a flashlight right in there with that light bulb energy. We have a lot of like candlelight here. So I feel like they want to like shine a light on it and like get it out and almost like clear it out in preparation for a new connection they could have, like potentially with you or just with, you know, their next person, just get them into like a good energy. But they're definitely feeling positively towards you with the sun, but there is the recognition that they're, even when there's pain, this is what I think they would say, even when there's pain, they're still like have a loyal heart for you, because this is Leo energy here with the sun. So, and we have that like right next to each other. So it's like their thoughts and their feelings are kind of like on the same wavelength a little bit. I think their feelings can get the better of them sometimes, but they just kind of go back to their routine to sort of get right with themselves, and sort of get a handle. If they get out of balance, like they put themselves back in balance. But as far as their intentions towards you, we have this fixed energy, stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. Like they want to be there for you, whether it's as a friend, because this is house one. So I feel like this is like an approach that they have, because it says approach to life. I think this is an approach. They're just pretty much a loyal and dependable, stable person to begin with, but there's also persistence. So if, especially if you've been showing them resistance, they're like, I'll show you this persistence. Like, I'm not like, I'll wear you down, buddy. I'm just kidding. But they're like, you know, I'll always be here for you. Whether it's like you want to maybe be in a romantic connection with me or not. I'm kind of getting the vibe of that song, I'll Be There by Mariah Carey, where it's like, if you should ever find someone new, she better be good to you. Because if she doesn't, I'll be there. They're like, I'll be there no matter what. Like, I already told you, like, I'll always be there for you. And like, I meant it. Like, this is a fixed energy. It's not going anywhere. And then with the house one, their intentions, I don't think are towards you. Their intentions are to sort of like kind of be there for you by like doing whatever they feel. I don't want to say they feel, but maybe what they've, what's the word? Like deduced is like what you need from them right now, which might be to give you space here with the Sagittarius energy to freedom. So they're like, okay, like this person needs their freedom. Stop, Leo. This person needs, you know, their time to themselves, so I can do the same thing and sort of get right with myself and just enjoy the benefits of like this free and like unencumbered time in my life right now, because this bird's like breaking out of this eggshell and about to fly and soar. So okay, let's clarify these and see if we can get anything else. But yeah, I do feel like there was something that kind of brought your person down, that maybe triggered them, that they sort of like dealt with in like a pretty healthy way, and are trying to like and they're back in like sort of like, or at least moving into like a good energy again. So clarify this house 6 for pile one's person's thoughts of them. We have the 6 of Swords. Okay, another 6, but again, it's like the mental energy of moving on from like a situation. I also hear Jess Puckett, I'm obsessed with her channel, kind of categorize this card as functioning dysfunction. So maybe, again, they were in that sort of energy where they were kind of functioning, but there was a lot of little details, things that were stressing them out. Like, I mean, one stupid example is just like when you do your laundry and like your clothes are just like sitting in your hamper and you're picking through them every day. And it's just like when you're getting ready for, like, you're still functioning, you're going to work, but you're getting up like 20 minutes before you have to be there, picking through your dirty, not dirty, but your clean laundry to find like a work shirt, you know what I mean? Or find something you can wear to work. Oh my God, it's not ironed. I'm going in with a wrinkled shirt now. Like something like that, where it's like they were functioning, but not very well. And maybe they kind of like took some time to like fine tune certain practical details in their life, and it has helped their mental energy. Because the 6, it's like harmonious mental energy. So I feel like they've really found that for themselves here. And what are they thinking about you? Clarify this Leo energy for pile 1's person's thoughts on them, please. That's way too many. Just one card, please, is all I'm going to take today. Oh, all right. The 2 of Wands, I guess, in reverse. Let's see. Yeah, reverse. Oh, but it's kind of like trying to flip. So the 2 of Wands in reverse, I feel like this is almost good in a way. And then we have the 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Like this card, the 2 of Wands, especially this one in this deck, it just reminds me of someone like playing tag and like staying on the safe place. Like the safe spot of tag, isn't that like usually a thing? Like the home, I don't know what you call it, but like you can't be tagged out if you're like, you know, holding on to like the tree or whatever it is. I feel like your person, the fact that it's in reverse, it's like maybe like, again, with this Debbie Downer energy, they were sort of like not really allowing other areas of their life to flourish as well, because they were just kind of caught up maybe in thoughts of you or something like that. And it was kind of like a stuck, frustrated sort of an energy. But the fact that it flipped in reverse here, I think, is that they're kind of like ready to live again, ready to like have fun and playful energy in their life. Even if it's not with you, it's like I was saying with the Sagittarius, there's a lot of like happy like fire sign energy here. We had all 3 fire signs accounted for: Leo, Sagittarius, and then on the bottom of the deck we had Aries. Oh my God, underneath that we have the whole fire element: confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Oh, so yeah, I feel like your person has really, something has like almost like lit a fire within them. I feel like they lit a fire within themselves, where they just had this light bulb moment and were like, you know what, like life is too short. You gotta have fun, like however you can. You gotta like look for the fun and the goodness and like this Leo energy in your life, like the people that make them feel good, even if it's just their friends, their family. They're trying to like be more in that energy. So I feel like that's what they're thinking about you, that they're almost like ready to like kind of like enjoy their time right now. They're coming out of like a little rut and like feeling good again. How are they feeling about you? Clarify the Sun for pile 1's person's feelings towards their person. Okay, that's too many. But the Ace of Wands, again, that vitality. How is pile 1's person feeling? It's, again, too many. But the 2 of Swords in reverse and the High Priestess, the Moon, it's like they're letting go of their fears, trusting their heart here, something like that, even when things are tough. Please, one card to clarify pile 1's person's feelings towards their person. All right, with these cards, I think these cards just like do this, but I mean, I guess we'll do our little thing. Okay, we got the 2 of Cups upright and the South Node. Can we clarify that, please? The 4 of Cups. Let's just get one that falls out, I feel like. What is the 4 of Cups? Or no, what is the South Node energy for pile 1's person? Thank you. We have the 5 of Pentacles. It's like, okay. And then we have the 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like something happened between the 2 of you. Self-express and embody truth. Like maybe you express something to them, they express something to you. Maybe they thought, it's almost like something jolted them, I feel like, with the 2 of Cups, where it's almost like they thought everything was going good. Just when I thought, oh, what was that song that just popped in my head? Just when I thought it was going all right, I found out I'm wrong when I thought I was right. It's Genesis. That's all. Anyway, so I don't know, that just like popped in my head. So it's like, I feel like they were kind of bopping along thinking everything was good. And then it was like maybe something kind of hit them out of nowhere, and made them feel really insecure with the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. Maybe they cried. I feel like they're crying on this card and this card. So it's like maybe they went through like some sort of like emotional upheaval here. But again, like that whole misunderstanding thing with my dog looking in the TV, maybe it was like almost like a message that was like misconstrued, taken the wrong way, or maybe the right way, but it made them, I think bad things about themselves. I think it made them think that they either did something, I don't know, maybe they felt rejected by you or something in some way, because the fact that this almost kind of came out in reverse, even though it did end up upright, I feel like it's almost like love gone bad. Now I'm hearing Pearl Jam, black. All the love gone bad, turned my world to black, tattooed all I see, all that I am, all that I'll be. It's almost like it left them with this hopeless feeling that they'll never, maybe they feel like the love with you is very pure and strong and true, and maybe they feel like they'll never really have that with somebody else. Not that they'll never have love again, but maybe just like the emotional depth of this connection and the happiness and just like the way that you two just kind of fit together or something like that. So I think they kind of like destined to release. They maybe thought like, okay, whatever happened between you, they kind of took it as like maybe like you saying like, I don't want a romantic connection with you. I don't want, maybe like you were still down for the friendship or something like that, but because the Two of Cups can be that. But like I feel like it made them feel insecure and like it was something that they did. But then again, I feel like light bulb ding, they, well, we'll see whatever with their intentions, but I feel like after that happened, things did literally just cut to Judgment, where it's like a rebirth energy, but like a rebirth for themselves. Even this bird is coming out of its egg here. So yeah, I feel like this is very complicated, and I feel like whatever has happened, I don't think has been resolved between the two of you yet. Like you haven't had a conversation or like really fixed or clarified the misunderstanding, I should say. But it's like they're still like moving into a good energy regardless, and they've kind of figured out a way to make themselves feel better now, and have a more optimistic approach just to their life in general. I would say even if this connection doesn't work out, they're still gonna like love themselves. They still see the good in themselves. So this feels like pretty healthy. We had health here with the sixth house. They're in like moving into a healthier energy. So with the fixed energy, we got the Lovers. I'm not going to take these as reversals because I think it's just the way the cards are slippery and are just turning. So we have the Lovers. All right, I'm hearing mad songs in this connection, or in this pile, I mean. Wait, hold on. Let's see. I just heard I'll Be There For You by Bon Jovi, but... And then the Page of Swords for House 1. The Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I feel like your person is trying to kind of... Okay, let's just start with this. Fixed energy and the Lovers. I feel like your person like has a very strong feeling about the two of you. Just that like I was saying, I'll be there for you. Oh, wasn't I'll be there for you? Just call my name. I'll be there. That's so weird. Okay, yeah, like they've just like really, I guess, I feel like this was almost, they're seeing this as like a test of like their loyalty or something like that. And they're like, even though it wavered maybe, it's like they've really decided, like, I don't care. Like, I'll be there. Like, no matter what happens. Like, Gemini is a decision. The Lovers is a decision. Even if maybe, like, you find someone new, like that Mariah Carey song, I'll Be There, is talking about, I'll be there. Like, I'll always be there for you, like, period. Like, it doesn't matter with this fixed energy. Like, I will be there. You can depend on me to be your friend. You can depend on me for anything. Like, just to, like, care about you as a person. Like, and... I feel like over the course of this connection, your person, it's like I'm seeing this Page of Swords. They're like walking up a hill. So I do think that this has been tested in them many times, where it's like their decision has been tested and they kind of get suspicious maybe and turn around and are like, oh my God, like, and that's like what this whole Debbie Downer, like depression maybe was, where they kind of, it's like a trigger. Like if you're walking up, imagine like a geyser, it's like a trigger like comes up and they have to sort of like get their balance again or something like that. It's like they have to like, they're like sucked into like this Scorpio 8th house where like their deepest issues are coming up, maybe even about sex, maybe about like taboo things, like their intimate connections from the past, their past relationships. but they're feeling very like, it hits them deep, you know, and they're sort of like trying to like keep their confidence level up with this like yellow sword here that I'm seeing. It's like golden. So they're able to sort of like keep this like balanced mindset. I feel like this is more so about their own struggles, like mental struggles, I would say. I mean, we were getting depression and stuff. Again, I'm not trying to diagnose anybody, but like maybe if that's something that you know about them. But I feel like they've sort of like had this epiphany here with the light bulb energy that like, I will be there for this person. I don't care. Like, they just have such a true loyalty to you. Like, they're like ride or die for you, like in any context that you need them to be in. Does that make sense? Like, so I don't know. I feel like with the Page of Swords again, like their intention, this is their intentions. Like their intentions are to be there for you, but their intentions are also to like hang back and not crowd you and give you space. Like I was saying with House 1, like if you need them, they'll be there. If you call them, like call my name, I'll be there, like Mariah Carey. But like if you need space, like I'll be there for you in that way. Does that make sense? Like if you never want to see me again, like I'll be there for you in that way. Like and I'll like understand. And if that happens and then like in 10 years you need me, call me. Like even if I'm married, like I'll be there for you as your friend. Like I feel like they are just like your best friend. Like they really like feel that way about you. Like with these two naked people here, it's like almost like I see you. I've seen the best. Oh, that's like the Spike quote from this episode, Touched. Oh my God, stop. When he's saying it to Buffy. Oh my God, you have such strength. Now this is reminding me of Touched. Like that whole speech he gives her, stop. I can't even. Where he's like, when I tell you I love you, it's not because like I want you or I can't have you. It's like he's saying like I love you because of what you are. Like he's like, I've seen the best and the worst of you, like, you know, blah blah blah. So if that applies to you and you know that that's true and maybe you haven't been at your best, you know, dealing with this person, like they see the whole picture here and they're saying that they love you anyway. So all right, that's like really cute. All right, so let's get some advice for you and then we'll get messages. So ooh, I just dropped something, sorry. What is the advice right now for pile 1? What is the advice for you guys regarding this connection? What is Spirit's like advice to you for pile 1? Okay, that was too many. That's 4. I only want to get 3, and I would like rather get like 1 at a time. What is the advice for pile 1? The Return. A new story. You decide. Alignment. It's coming together. I think Spirit's saying like, I don't know how you feel about this person. It's saying a new story, and then we have Release the Petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, all change. Like if you want to create a new story here, a new story, yeah, the Return, you can do that. You have the power to do that right now. You decide. It's coming together if you want it to. This person's down for whatever, like I would say. They're just kind of like trying to respect where you're at and not crowd you and not do anything. They're into you with Fabulous. It's like, hey, like I'm into you, like whenever you're ready, but if you need me to like not be around, like that's fine too. Just let me know, or I'll be able to tell with the Page of Swords. Like I'm kind of like trying to pick up on your energy to see what you need. Maybe you have trouble like kind of articulating what you want in this connection, and your person kind of has to like fill in the blanks themselves, which could lead to those misunderstandings that we were talking about that maybe happen between the two of you. But it's up to you, basically. Spirit saying you have the power here. You can kind of rest easy if you have other issues going on in your life or something like that. Like this connection, I don't think really has to be an issue. It could just be something like a source of comfort for you if you ever need it. Come to me, attracting like a rose, receive abundance and desire, and the sacred union, beloved within inner and outer relationships. Open, say yes, expand through the extremes, and trust life. Expand through the extremes. I feel like this is kind of what happened with your person right now. It's almost like there's this quote that I'm obsessed with, like Janae Aiko and Big Sean. They're like my favorite celebrity couple. I love them so much and their love. I resonate with their story a lot, but there was this quote where she was like, I can't think of the exact nature of it, but she's like, you make me big mad sometimes. My heart has broken like a million times or 1,000 times just to like expand for you. while you're still on this earth, I just want to tell you how much I love you, or something like that. I don't know, like you can like look it up. I'm so sorry, but it's a Janae Aiko quote where I don't remember if she posted on like Instagram or whatever, but basically that's what I just got from Expand Through the Extremes. It's like your person has been tested, their heart has been broken 1,000 times just to make room for you or your love or something like that. I forget how it goes, but I'm kind of getting that vibe, like that's how your person feels about you. If you want to like take a look at that, I feel like that would be like what your person would say to you. And that's how they feel about you. Even that doesn't mean that, again, they don't get upset and get mad at you and stuff like that. But it's like once they kind of heal through it, like they kind of like balance out their perspective and just know that the truth of their own heart is how much they love you and just care about you. Like that Buffy and Spike thing that I was talking about. Not because they want you or they can't have you, just because they've seen who you are, how you try. Like, I don't know. I feel like they just love the person that you are. And they, again, are the Page of Swords. They've observed you and they know that you're a good person and you're worthy of that love. So what would they say? I'm just going to get a few. Half the time I'm terrified and half the time I want to charge at you like a linebacker. So they go through this back and forth too, where they're like scared of the connection because of the potential hurt that it could cause. But they're also like, so like excited and like eager for it. Like just, I think spending time with you and stuff like that. It says, I'm starting to understand why things had to happen the way they did. Yeah, maybe so they could really have this strong, fixed, like, knowing about the connection, you know? The way you believe in the goodness of life after what you've been through is so inspiring. So maybe you've been through some tough times too, and they know that about you. And yeah, you're so pure. They've seen you maintain this sort of, I was going to say, like that Leo energy, that childlike, open purity. Like, they just think that you have such a good heart. Like I was saying, they've observed you and they know who you are. You're literally the cutest thing I've ever seen. I feel like they're having a sort of like outpouring of affection for you right now, where they just had this sort of epiphany where they're just like, you know what, I love this person. And oh look, Big Sean came through. You're the only one I could commit to. Duh. That's Memories Faded, a song, Memories Faded. But all right, I guess it wants to come out. So it's like, again, you're the only one I could commit to. Duh. Oh, and I love you. So yeah, I would check out that Big Sean and Janae. Maybe that whole 2088 album could resonate for your connection here. So yeah, I guess that's where we're going to leave things here. They think the world of you. They don't blame you for anything. If you're feeling guilty, I don't know. But they feel like you just have the purest heart. They love who you are. They think you're such a good person, such a strong person too. You have such strength. And I feel like they just love you and just want you to know that, like, first and foremost. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please comment, like, or subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to do that. It would mean the world. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next reading. Bye. All right, guys. Hi. So if you chose pile 2, card 2, this is going to be a reading to see what your person's thoughts, feelings, and intentions are towards you. We're also going to get advice and channel messages at the end, so stick around for that. What is their message? I always imagine the life we could have together. All right, so I guess we'll go back to that, but clearly they're like imagining the future you guys could have, and apparently they do that a lot. I'd say they're thinking about you a lot, and kind of seeing that you guys could potentially be a good match. But then also we have the song for you is Wide Awake by Katy Perry. So we'll see how that kind of plays into the reading here. I'm going to get a few of these little things to just get a sense of where your person is at right now in the connection. So let's see. We have toxic thoughts. Yeah, they're heavy mental energy, I guess, because they're imagining here, they're having toxic thoughts here. Maybe it's kind of going back and forth between the two of them. They're kind of like oscillating between like really like hoping and imagining and dreaming about you, and then like the toxic thoughts kind of take over. Solar plexus chakra. Okay. We have all is well. And nature. All right. So what are we getting from this? I feel like with the solar plexus chakra and all is well, that they're imagining the life you guys could have together, but also with the solar plexus chakra that and the toxic thoughts, they kind of came out right after the other. That's making me think that their toxic thoughts are maybe about their own ability to sort of step into their power. It's like a fire chakra. So maybe like they're having a tough time like taking this from like a mental plane to like a physical one, like to taking action, like going from thought to action or something like that. Like, because it's almost like they're imagining the life you could have together, and then these toxic thoughts come in and they sort of torpedo their plans before they can even like take a step towards doing them. With all is well in nature, I feel like that's like speaking of how they maybe feel about your connection as a whole, that it's very natural and it just kind of fits together, and they know that. And I feel like they're like overcomplicating this in their mind a little bit. Like they're thinking like they have to come up with some grand gesture, some grand plan, or they have to figure it out. I feel like your person maybe is trying to figure out the next step to take, but I feel like they're like shooting down their ideas in their head, like, oh, that's stupid, like, oh, I can't do that, like, that's embarrassing, like, oh my god, like, I feel like they're afraid of being like, their pride is a factor here, like, they don't want to look stupid. I don't think they want to be rejected by you. And I feel like there is like a part of them deep down with this all is well in nature at the base of this, where they know, they feel secure in the fact that like what you guys have together is like real, and very natural, and it's just based on like something true. But like their thoughts, it's almost weird. It's like their crown chakra, the solar plexus like in the middle, and then this is, I'm seeing this as their like root chakra within nature, is making me think of like being grounded and stuff. So this is almost like a little them like right here. So I feel like they're kind of all over the place. Like I feel like at the base of them, they have this like knowing that you guys really are not like meant to be, but like that they're clearly imagining the life you guys could have together and seeing it as something good. Toxic thoughts. But then we have like Wide Awake by Katy Perry, which is like I'm wide awake, falling from cloud 9, crashing from the high. But I feel like that's almost saying like that they go from like one extreme to the other. Like they're on cloud 9 and then they're on the concrete, like, you know what I mean? And I'm seeing this as like a top, a middle, and a bottom. And I feel like they almost have to like harness these energies and realize that like, yes, their fears could have some validity, but also there's validity to this. Yes, you guys could have some problems, but the fact that all seems well to you in this, or your person in this connection, and like very natural, probably like you guys would get through any issues you have with your communication once you kind of build that up together. So, all right, let's see. What is pile 2's person's overall thoughts about their person right now? What are they thinking? We got Taurus and Capricorn. Trust, patience, and sensuality, and then ambition, realism, and methodical steps. Yes, like they're trying to figure out how to like take this into the physical, what steps to take. I think I was saying that. That's kind of cray. I love when that happens. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. But I also feel like your person, we have this house, the 10th house here, which is Capricorn energy as well. So it's like double structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. So maybe they are kind of like thinking like, do I need to like get my focus on my career first, or should I like, I need to be realistic about this. I feel like that's what they're saying. Like I need, because I feel like they could almost be like a dreamer, but have this sort of like really like realistic side to them too, that kind of like wars against each other, where they're kind of like, oh, like a 7 of Cups, like fantasizing about your connection, but then it's like reality hits and they're like, how could I be in a connection? Like, how could I be in a relationship? Like, I can't even do this. But then we also, again, we have this trust energy, patience, trust, patience, and sensuality. I feel like they trust in this connection. It's like a fixed energy, Taurus. So it's like, they have this understanding that they can like trust in the way they feel about you and your connection, but they struggle with knowing if it's like the right time. And you know, something I think about with like divine timing, I don't know if I've talked about this on my channel before, but like how they're always like, oh, it's divine timing, the universe knows what's best for you. But it's like a lot of times like you hear people say, or it's just like an understanding of like, you know, your heart, or the idea of oneness, like we're all connected to the universe, like basically we are the universe. Like, so if that's the case, like wouldn't we be able to decide when the right time is? Oh yeah, time, there's like an hourglass on here. So maybe they feel like time is running out, it's adding a sense of urgency to the situation. But it's like if you decide to take steps to make it the right time, or at least to test the waters and see, and then like say you're like, okay, it's the right time, and your person like takes a step towards you and asks you out on a date, for example, and then you guys go out and have a great time, and they're like, oh my god, like this feels great, like, you know, blah 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 blah, then it's like, okay, like, you know what I mean, like, congratulations, you did it. There's forward movement. There's something physical that you can like kind of, you know, something physical that you can rely on or whatever. Like, I don't know, like something physical that you can have as proof that like, you know, like you were right and it was the right time. And it also like, say you ask someone, their person asks you on a date and you say no, blah, blah, blah. And then they kind of are like, okay, see, like I knew it wasn't the right time, or like see, I knew this was gonna go bad. I feel like something like that maybe even happened, where they tried to maybe take a step towards you, and I don't know, like maybe they're taking it as a sign that it's not the right time or something like that. So let's look at their feelings towards you. We're going to clarify all these with tarot and get more in depth. Oh. We have House 9, spiritual growth, and the North Node, destined to have. Interesting. In the last pile, we had the South Node in the same position. So open-mindedness, air energy on the bottom, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So we have like Sagittarius, kind of an energy here in North Node. Maybe they have a North Node in Sagittarius, or something like that. Or what is Sagittarius opposite of Gemini? Gemini Sagittarius axis could be like significant here. But anyway, whatever, regardless, it's like spiritual growth and destined to have. It's like, I feel like there's like this big dragon standing in the way of them like moving towards you, and it's their own toxic thoughts. It's like almost like this mountain that is like blocking the water energy. We have air and water here. Again, I feel like this is about the realm of their feelings. But we had air, but with water underneath it. It's almost like air always trumps water for this person. Their logic always kind of comes in and stops them, and they're seeing it as their logic, but it could just be fear. I feel like they're maybe trying to figure that out right now, as far as like taking like the next step. But let's see, what are their intentions towards you? What are pile 2's person's intentions towards them? We have Mercury, think, oh my God, with this mental energy, think, learn, network, and communicate, but communicate. So we'll see What else we get? We have house 12. Okay. Spirituality, transcendence, and karma, sacrificial service, and healing. And then on the bottom of the deck overall, we have Venus. Give and receive love, find value, and see beauty. I think that they really do see you as like a beautiful person here, as a beautiful energy, as a very loving energy, and something beautiful they could have in their life. But they're sort of in like the wasteland of their, like in the 12th house here, like they're in this like wasteland, where I think I honestly feel like, if almost like with the divine timing thing we were talking about, I feel like if your person really took a look in the mirror, they would think that it maybe isn't the right time, because their thoughts aren't really balanced out right now. Like they need to sort of like figure out a better way. Not better way, but they need to sort of heal maybe some subconscious beliefs with the 12th house that are sort of like making these toxic thoughts like come up. Maybe in their solar plexus chakra, maybe things related to their own personal power, things related to shame, pride, any of those sort of issues I feel like are getting in the way, where maybe like the fear of looking stupid is preventing them from making any forward movement here. Even though you're probably like, I would never make them look stupid. But like I was saying, like I feel like there was something where maybe they thought it was the right time, and then maybe they like a perceived rejection by you or something like that. So let's see clarify this Taurus energy for their thoughts, for pile two's person's thoughts. We have the 5 of Cups. Yeah, there's some sort of like, maybe they feel like they took a leap or something because they had so much trust in this connection, and then it was like it didn't go well. Page of Pentacles for Capricorn, and the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Like again, I feel like this is like, I feel like your person's thoughts and mental energy are really like fucking with them right now. Like honestly, this is like looked like a devil. It's like coming at them, like that devil energy is just like coming at them right now. And really, we have Capricorn energy. That's like the energy of the devil. And it's also the energy of toxic thoughts. Like if I had the devil, even though it wasn't the devil card, it was the Knight of Swords, where he's like dressed up like a devil. So I feel like your person's thoughts towards you are like, I feel like even though something sad happened, it's almost like with this Page of Pentacles, like they had like a renewed hope, or like a little realization that maybe they could like move this forward or something like that. But the memory of the past pain is sort of like keeping them stuck a little bit. So they're being like tugged in 2 directions. How about their feelings with house 9? I don't know. Should we take it? Which one wants to be first? This one. Okay, the Star and the Queen of Swords. This is how they're feeling towards you. I feel like, let's see what's on the bottom. Justice. Maybe you sort of like were a little harsh with them or something. Maybe you feel like, with the Queen of Swords, it makes me think of like boundaries. So maybe they like crossed a boundary of yours, and you kind of had to like take a firmer hand with them. Whereas like here we have the Star like pouring water and love out. Maybe you were offering up, she's like holding it over her genitals. Like maybe you were offering up yourself. She's naked, like, you know, your body. Maybe you were offering yourself to your person in a sexual way. Or there's also this other one here on land, like kind of like, I'm getting that as like, you're pretty much like down for whatever, like, you know, with this person. And maybe they like crossed a boundary with you, and then you sort of had to like put your clothes back on, like put the sword, but the sword's not up. And even here on Justice, it's like something you had to like regulate your person's energy. And we have the Hanged Man underneath that. So maybe they were sort of like, with the Hanged Man, not maybe being a little, that's also this 12th house Pisces energy here. Again, maybe they were like going through a rough time, but I feel like they kind of crossed a boundary with you, maybe with your time. We were talking about time with this hourglass here. You felt like they didn't respect your time, or they sort of like went back on not a commitment, but like a promise or something that they made to you, and kind of just tried to gloss over it. And maybe you're this dragon where they were like kind of trying to gloss over it, and you were like, no, like you crossed a boundary, like you need to like, and spiritual growth, like you need to learn from this. You need to understand that like you need to respect me. Like, you know what I mean? Regardless, like I'm not going to be disrespected. I feel like you feel that you had to kind of put a firm hand up with this person and show them that like I'm not going to be disrespected. Please come correct or come back later. And then for your person's intentions, we have justice again. So I feel like they do want to make things right. The fact that that came out and kind of regulate what was going on in this connection. If they acted in a way that was like, I'm not getting anything major. Like I was saying, this Queen of Swords looks pretty docile, however you say that word, where she's not like angry. She just kind of looks like, she looks annoyed. I feel like it like annoyed you. And you're like, all right, why are you making me jump into this Queen of Swords energy right now? Like, I want to be the star. I want to be open and vulnerable with you. I want to just like have happy times with you. And now you're making me be a bitch. Why are you doing this? Like, I don't want to be like that way towards you, but like I will if I have to be. Like, not even I have to be. Sorry, that just fell on the floor. And then we have strength. But like, it's almost like I'll be that way if I have to be, just for my own dignity. I feel like it's like for their own dignity, for your own dignity, I mean, sorry. So their intentions towards you are justice and strength. I feel like they want to overcome this, the healing. Yeah, it's like they want to overcome this. I think they want you to know that, and yeah, the lion, that's like solar plexus energy here. I feel like you kind of standing strong is helping them to like step into their own strength or something like that. This lion's like hugging this girl, and I'm noticing her hair is the same color as this justice dress. Again, this is making me think this is very similar imagery here. The Queen of Swords and justice, and a very similar vibe. So I feel like your person's intentions towards you are to sort of make things right, maybe let you know that they're sorry or that they care about you. I feel like even if you didn't specifically say to them, because I'm noticing like they look tight-lipped, I feel like you tried to like show them with your actions that like this behavior is not acceptable. And maybe that's like how I was saying, like maybe they took it as a rejection, as like, oh, like now you don't want to be with me at all or something like that. Maybe they had like a really like strong reaction to like whatever you said to them, and you're kind of just like, no, this is just kind of like a recalibration of the way you're treating me. Like I can't just stand for any bullshit. Like I'm telling you now, like you come correct or you come back later. Like I come back later. Maybe it was something like that. So, and then we have the Five of Wands here. I feel like you kind of like blocked things off with them a little bit, or put up some sort of like a barrier. Like I was saying, you put your clothes back on, put the sword up, like, all right, like this is just not gonna, this is not the way it's going down between me and you. Like it's come in this lion energy. Like it's almost like your person, or it's almost like you don't really like enjoy stepping into, you like being in the star, this healing, this loving energy. That's like an energy of friendship too, of just like happy, you know, like humanitarian. It's like I feel like you try to understand where this person's coming from, and you do to a point, but at the end of the day you're not going to be disrespected, period. So I feel like your person is, it is sort of making them learn, think, learn, network, and communicate. I feel like in the thinking energy, then they thought about what happened as a result of your energy with justice here. They learned a little bit, and now maybe, you know, the next thing will be them communicating with you, or even just understanding things about the communication that you guys have together. And even if, because with house 12, that doesn't really make me think necessarily that this is like a strong intention, but it also makes me think it's the end of a cycle, because it is like that 12th house. So maybe this is like a sort of, they're ending a cycle of maybe like believing their own bullshit that their toxic thoughts are saying to them, and they're gonna sort of like have this fresh fiery energy coming in to sort of give them a little motivation to get things moving in their own life. So okay, cool. Let's get the advice for you guys right now. What's the the advice for pile 2 right now regarding this connection? We have Sub Rosa, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning, and teaching. Yeah, I feel like you were kind of like following, this is like High Priestess energy to me, subconscious energy. It's like you kind of like, I feel like, understand that sometimes like you have to like, you teach people how to treat you. And if you're just like accepting whatever they bring your way, it's not gonna really teach them anything except like, yeah, you're like, treat me like shit. And I feel like you're like, no, like that's not okay anymore. Like, or ever, you know? And then we have the sun though. Joy, enjoyment, life force, success, vitality, and play. I think Spirit's like kind of reminding you, like, do what you have to do with this person, like with the teaching. Maybe, you know, think this connection has been like a big mystery to you because of their like behavior. Spirits like find your own enjoyment, your own success, play, like your friends. The sun is like Leo energy, which we have here. So it's like, you know, I feel like stepping into like a happier, more positive energy yourself is gonna like help your person to step into that energy, which we kind of see here with justice and strength. Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. So it's kind of reminding me of, it's like you're supporting your person maybe from afar, but you're also like supporting them with like tough love. And maybe you have to do that sometimes, even though you don't really want to. Release the petals. Transformation, death, and rebirth, shedding, and all change. And oh my God, the wastelands. Didn't I say something about the wasteland? Your person's in like the wasteland of their psyche or something. But sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. I feel like Spirit saying like, let go of any like attachments you have to this connection right now, because I think your person is needing time to tend to their own garden. I think they are recognizing that it's not the right time for them. Like divine timing, like I was talking about, it's not about like some other higher force saying, yes, now's the time. It's like them recognizing that, having the wisdom to recognize that they're just like not in a good place right now, and they need to like tend to this kind of toxic mental clutter and chaos going on right now. Let the stuff ebb away. That always reminds me of that like episode of Charmed where Cole is in the demonic wastelands and like the powers come and then he starts like soaking them up. I don't know, but that's like what it looks like when the powers come out of the demons that are like sent there. It's almost like where demons go when they're vanquished. And the powers like look like that that light, and it kind of like, and then like this monster eats it. But yeah, I feel like your person is like sort of like releasing like toxic like energy, releasing their demons, if you will. Held, sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, and community. Maybe they can feel your support on like an energetic level or something. I feel like they would say thank you. Oh yeah, with this toxic wasteland and then this here, it's like I feel like if you have like an energetic bond or you're just sending them good vibes, I think on some level, even if it's subconscious with Sub Rosa, like they are feeling it. So let's get some message cards to see what your person would want to convey to you right now. What would pile 2's person most want to say to them? It's so hard for me to open up. I am trying. We have, you're literally hysterical. I think like just keep being yourself, because I feel like with this sun, it's almost like you being in your fun, sunny, happy energy sort of like does energetically help pull them along too. It says you do nice things just to be nice and not so other people will applaud you. So I think they're really recognizing like your integrity. My feelings for you are the realest thing I've ever felt. So that's a good clarification for their feelings. They know it's the real deal. That's too many. Just get 2 more. We have, you're so smart in so many ways. Oh, you're so feisty. You carry yourself with grace. Okay, I'm going to keep that because it felt like right where it was supposed to go. And I love how beautiful you are inside and out. Like, your person is clearly very, like, almost like putting you up on a pedestal. Maybe they're like, okay, like, I have these strong, real feelings for this person who's just, like, the whole package, but how do I measure up? Or maybe it's more like, why can't I open up to them? Why can't I give them love when they give me so much? So I think maybe you kind of putting up this Queen of Swords barrier is almost good for them to sort of, it'll just like help them to open up more, because they won't be maybe like getting an incoming energy from you all the time. They'll be able to like focus on themselves and like heal what they need to heal so they can open up in a more natural way. But this all is well message did come out, so I feel like your person is overall feeling positively towards you, but they might just need time, so maybe don't take it personal would be the message like Spirit's trying to convey to you guys. So, and they're waking up. We had wide awake, so it's almost like I do feel like they're having some sort of awareness here. So all right guys, thank you so much for watching this reading. If you enjoyed it, please let me know in the comments, like, subscribe to my channel, whatever your thing is. Where's this bag? And I will catch you in the next reading, okay? Bye. Ooh. Hey Lovey, so if you guys chose pile 3 in this card, this is going to be your reading to see your person's thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you right now. The card we got is you don't tolerate any disrespect, and it's fucking hot. Ooh, all right. This is kind of reminding me of pile 2 a little bit, so maybe that's resonant for you guys too, or whatever, but it's kind of like a similar vibe. So that's what your person would say to you. So maybe you had to kind of like put them in their place or something a little bit, and they're liking what they see. Like, okay, they think it's hot. It's like making them like attracted towards you. So let's see, let's get some of these just to see like where they're at right now. So where's your person at right now? Same mistakes. Yeah, maybe they did something and you kind of were like, it's like the same old thing, like, and you got pissed off and you were like not about it because it was something like avoidable or something. But we have fresh start, so maybe they're hoping to sort of, you know, have a new dynamic in this connection right now or soon. I don't know, we'll see about that. Secrets. Okay, maybe they want to like open up a little bit more, something like that. Or maybe they kept something from you. There was some like dishonesty here and you found out about it or something, and it's something that's happened before, something like that. Nature, again, we got this in the last one. Nature just makes me think that nature with secrets, maybe that's just their nature to be sort of like closed down. If it's not the deceptive thing, it doesn't have to be. We'll see what other cards come out, but maybe it's just like their nature to sort of like keep things hidden, and maybe they're because that was a message that was also in pile 2. It's so hard for me to open up. I am trying. Maybe like they do want to sort of let you in a little bit, but it's just, that's just their nature. It's like tough for them to like deviate from that. So let's see, for pile 3, what is their person's thoughts about them right now? What are pile 3's person's thoughts? We have water, spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. So they're having clearly a lot of emotional thoughts about you. We have the South Node destined to release. I feel like they're thinking that maybe they blew their chance with you or something like that. And then for their feelings, we have conjunction, a union, merging and coming together, and the moon. another very watery card. Satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. Very nice. And for their intentions towards you right now. Taurus, trust, patience, and sensuality. Square, a challenging situation and a mountain to climb. Interesting. Okay. So I feel like with what's going on here is that, and then we have house 6 just as the overall, establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. I feel like you and your person had sort of like established a foundation and like the practical physical world or something somehow. Even if things were maybe like you were waiting for a while before that, I feel like there was some sort of foundation being established here. Maybe they were trying to communicate with you more, practical daily life, like trying to make you, maybe not daily, but like, you know, trying to keep in contact with you a little bit more, because the 6th house is a Virgo, Mercury energy, which is about communication. So maybe it's something to do with that. And then something happened. They kind of like went backwards a little bit with the South Node, like their past sort of like caught up with them. Maybe like the depth of their emotions scared them, because this is their thoughts, spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion, destined to release. I feel like some sort of like long held belief or some sort of past fear kind of came up, and maybe they acted out or something like that. And I feel like they're feeling that this conjunction with you, it's 0 degrees, which makes me think of like the foundation that you were building. They could see the potential of this connection, how emotionally satisfying it could be, how nurturing you both would be to each other. The moon is Cancer energy. It's a very caring connection. It's like, I feel like at the heart of this connection is a very emotional tie between the two of you. Like your hearts are very connected. We have the whole water element and the moon, and this speaking of like your union merging and coming together. I feel like when you're together, it's like you just sort of like, it's like water. If you pour 2 cups of water, it just kind of melts together like so easily, like, you know. Also, by the way, sorry, your song was Take Your Time by Lori Carson, and it's from the movie Simply Irresistible. But it's like, oh my god, it's like, I was frightened and I treated you badly, not sorry, I have to like comment my head, not because I didn't know just what I had. So it's almost like they want you to know, like, it's just the way I am. Like, it's not because like I didn't see your value or something. I feel like they'd want to tell you that. Yeah, Taurus, seeing your value. I was frightened and I treated you badly, not because I didn't know just what I had. I think it scared me to find the real thing. So much emotion, yes, and such sexual feeling. So okay, like, and we have sensuality here. So it's like maybe like I was saying, you established some sort of foundation. Maybe you hung out, maybe you like had sex, like maybe you kissed. There's some sort of physical thing. Even if you haven't yet, maybe like you almost did, they almost asked you, but like you were talking or something like that. But then like before they could like actually pull the plug and like actually see you or hang out with you, they sort of got scared and ran away or something like that. And then the song is like, take your time and think about it. Take your time and think about it. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember how that song goes. I've learned how to wait or something like that it goes. Anyway, I don't know. But I feel like that song is really resonating with what I was initially getting here. So, yeah, and I feel like now with this, sorry, now we're going into their intentions here. I feel like a challenging situation and a mountain to climb. It's a 90-degree angle. It's like, yeah, it's a square. So trust, patience, and sensuality, Taurus energy with square. It's like maybe they're seeing you maybe in like a stubborn energy, where they're like, oh, like I'm gonna have to like fix this somehow. But I feel like they want to. Their intentions are to climb this mountain and to face this challenging situation. Interesting how that in that song is like, I've learned how to wait, and we have patience here. Maybe they're sort of like biding their time. This almost looks like a clock to me. So they're trying to like figure out like when is the right time to sort of, oh look, this looks almost like it's at 12 o'clock and then it's like at 3 o'clock. So it's like maybe they're like trying to figure out a plan or something like that, or they're like waiting for a specific day or time or event in order to like kind of kick off communication with you again, or try to like maybe make another plan to have some sensual experiences together. Oh, nature, maybe like that almost makes me think of like that natural, like just chemistry. Maybe they really felt like you guys had a very like natural chemistry. It just fits, it just works, very satisfying. And maybe that's in their mind, they're like, well, this can't work out because it's too perfect or something like that, which I get, but is it too good to be true kind of a mentality, and so they like run away. So let's dig deeper into your person here. What are they thinking about you? Clarify this water energy for pile 3's person, please, Spirit. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Yes. And then for the South Node, we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so clearly your person is thinking, oh my God, like, again, just that sort of like natural fit that the two of you have with this Four of Wands. Like when we hang out, it's just always so much fun. Like this person's amazing. Like they're so, the Queen of Pentacles is such a nurturing energy as well. It's like reminding me of this moon energy, but it's more stable. So it's like maybe they're seeing that you're almost like the whole package again. Like it's just, this really could be something. Like they're thinking this really could be something like stable. This could be a very like fun, happy energy. Like there's a good mix of like feminine and masculine energy here. The Four of Wands is Venus and Aries. Ow, what am I sitting on? Like my ankle's like digging into something. Sorry. There's like a, again, this is almost reminding me of the foundation. Like that's what I'm saying. I feel like your foundation was very stable and very valuable, and it meant a lot to your person, whatever happened. And they thought, I think it's like they thought about it after that, and it almost scared them and made them run or something like that. Let's see for their feelings. But at the heart of your connection is this like emotional resonance where your emotions, you just fit, it just works. Like you can't force something, like you can't fake something like this, you know what I'm saying? Like it just is what it is. You either have it or you don't, and you guys have it and they know it, and then they act it out. For their Four of Pentacles, and I like this Four of Pentacles. It's it looks like happy. And let's see. And then the moon, what is your pile 3's person's feelings towards them right now? The Ten of Wands. So, okay, like the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. So like while I do like this imagery here, and then look, the Ace of Cups. It's almost like this opportunity was offered to them by Spirit. Like here's this beautiful connection for you. Seven of Swords, Hierophant, and the Ace of Cups. It's like, here's this beautiful connection for you. It's a perfect fit for you. Like there's really nothing wrong with it. Like nothing you guys can't get through. And it's like almost became like a burden to your person, where it's like, I think it scared me to find the real thing. It's like, whoa, this is real. Like, what am I going to do with this? Like, blah, 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 blah. And then again, maybe they sort of, it's like the foundation was there and they had to sort of like light it on fire or something. Oh yeah, this is like a sun on like the foundation that she's standing on. So it's like almost like they did something to almost sabotage it, I'm getting. And they're like feeling the weight of this. Like, why would I do this to somebody that I feel like they're wondering why they act this way, to be honest. And I think they're realizing that maybe it is their nature. And again, there's this energy of like subconscious beliefs with the moon. It's like these things coming up where it's like just their nature. Look, oh, okay, the Nine of Swords just went in reverse. What is your person feeling? And then we have the Six of Cups. Okay, or their intentions. I'm so sorry. And then we have the Lovers overall, like on the bottom of the deck. So I think they do want to like show you again some of that loving emotional energy. I think with the Nine of Swords being in reverse, that the 10 of Wands going to the 9 of Swords in reverse is good. It's almost like they're backtracking over what happened here, going from a 10 to a 9. They're like, okay, like what? I feel like they're trying to figure out what made me do this. Like, why do I keep making these same mistakes? Like, and it's like almost like they're kind of looking at the past. Yeah, with the 6 of Cups. They're trying to look for clues about what triggered them to begin with, to sort of like maybe make some sort of mistake. Maybe they ran away or something like that. They're like, what is that? Like, why did I do that? Like, what was the cause? Like, how can I maybe prevent it in the future? How can I learn to like trust in myself and this connection, maybe something like that. But it's like I feel like it is challenging for them to like maybe like accept responsibility. I feel like they could be somebody that could be a little bit defensive sometimes. So just with the way that she's holding this is defensive to me. It's like blocked off. So I feel like it's difficult for them to try to open up and to even like want to, and to even look into this stuff that makes them scared and makes them run away. So I feel like they are trying to do that. I feel like they feel such a sweet, just such a right feeling with, it's like they can't deny that this feels very harmonious on an emotional level with the 6 of Cups, like, and the 4 of Wands here. It's like they're excited, they're like, it's like there's a firm foundation too. It's not just a flimsy fantasy. It's like this is like the ocean. This is like not going anywhere. This is like 2 waves coming together and like like whooshing around for all eternity over here. They're like, okay, like this isn't like, this is worth like the pain and the hard work. I feel like they're ready to put in the hard work, climb this mountain and start looking into these things. So cool. This is really cool, guys. I feel like this is a very, even though they maybe did make a mistake, it's like they want to fix it and have a fresh start, to sort of get to know why they are the way they are, work on maybe opening up to you a little bit more, or at least discovering why they can't. Like, I'd say that's where they're at. So what is the advice for you guys in this situation right now? We have the Thorn, protection, boundaries, and clear communication. So you don't tolerate any disrespect and it's fucking hot. Keep to your boundaries. Be clear with this person. Protect your own energy. Like, stay in a good energy. The Holy Grail. Stop the endless search. Stop the endless searching and request. And then we have Sophia. Divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, and destiny. I think Spirit's saying, like, you know, if you've been kind of like making yourself go crazy looking for answers, like, you know, you did the right thing protecting your boundaries, not because it's going to make this connection work out or not, because you know that that's what's right for you. You know, you're in touch with your soul here, with the divine wisdom, you just with your heart, or you just, maybe you don't see it that way, but you just like always know what to do. You always know, you can look within. Maybe like right now you're watching a tarot reading, like, oh, like, give me some answers, but like really, like, you know, you're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously it's fine to watch, get some like confirmation, a little insight into their feelings, whatever, but just to know where they're coming from, because obviously we all have insecurities. Like, even though you might be in touch doesn't mean that your own mind doesn't, you know, throw you for a loop sometimes. So I think Spirit's saying, if you feel like that kind of chaotic energy, just know that what you did was in alignment with what your soul wanted you to do. If you did have to kind of cut this person off a little bit and kind of send a message of like a boundary and kind of communicate maybe to them with your actions or something, like you told them, you let them know though that you're not tolerating, like, come correct or come back later. I don't know if that was in this pile or the last pile that I was saying it, but I feel like it resonates here as well. Like, okay, come back when you're like in a better energy, buddy. I'll see you later. Held, sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. I feel like that could almost be your spiritual team being like keep doing what you're doing. Like, you know what you're doing. You are doing what's best for you right now. And it could also be a message of like, you can still like support this person by sort of being a tougher energy sometimes. Like, we just think of like, oh, support is like, oh, like I support you, but it could be like, I can't support you right now because, you know, you're not supporting me, and like maybe makes your person sort of start taking a look at things differently. And this will help them as a person overall, probably in other areas of their life eventually too, as well as helping your connection. So let's get some messages and see what your person would most want to convey to you right now. But yeah, also that movie, Simply Irresistible. I always say that whenever like a song from that movie comes through, because it's just like such a cute movie. It's like, I mean, honestly, the first time I watched it, I was in 5th grade, and looking at it now, I'm like, it's just so corny. But I mean, my 5th grade self loved it, and it's just, the love has remained. So I don't know. All right, let's see. What would they most want to say? I love how you have integrity even when no one's looking. It's like they feel like this emotional harmony with you, because it's like they know that you're such a good person. Like they've seen it tested, and they know that you're just like a beautiful person, and they can trust you because we had this trust. So I feel like they want to like learn how